a little bit late.
Okay.
But I figure you and she are going to be doing the most talking, so so we could probably get started. So welcome to another episode of Dungeons and Dragons on Roll20.
Yay.
Yeah.
Who would like to recap what happened last week?
Please do, somebody.
I got the not kill.
Quit acting like you're working a ton of overtime.
Hey, man. That 11-hour day today, that Chick-fil-A is the only reason I'm in a good mood at this point.
And here, I thought you enjoyed our company.
I thought you liked Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah. It's pretty fun.
So, last session, so a bunch of shit went down in terms of the party relationship wise. Raven's father unfortunately passed. After the reveal of Sketch's identity, someone thought it would be a good idea to taunt fate and make a sculpture of Sketch's changeling form and put it in their room.
It was very thoughtful, Kalleth.
Yeah, good intentions.
Good intentions. Like as a player and like as a message, supportive. Sketch, on the other hand, you better sleep with one eye open.
And I love how I was being accused that entire time because she doesn't trust me.
Sketch is more
trust you.
It's more like a friend. It's more like a friendly rivalry at this point.
That's fair.
Frenemies.
Yeah, frenemies. Like at least we will be once Sketch calms down a little bit more. Because right now, it's been a full day. Probably like still ticked, but as long as the League of Assassins don't come after you, then we'll be fine.
Yeah. Didn't your bed fall apart?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got it fixed.
That happened.
I got it fixed though. We also, Sketch didn't get this information, but the party learned that Raven's family has might actually merge with the Castellantas, who are a very powerful noble family. Sketch, meanwhile, went to have a talk with Davil to blow off some steam and maybe get some just some quick cash, because Sketch is out of money. The party isn't, but Sketch is. The party has like
185 gold.
Jesus. Sketch has under 4 silver.
Where did they all go?
High roll.
So it's because Sketch had like 75 gold, and then Sketch only took like 25 extra out of the pile that we accidentally grave robbed to pay off the house debt. And Sketch didn't take any more because Sketch was like, that's all I'll really need for now, and then forgot to grab more. Sketch might do some pickpocketing. From the party.
Sheev is willing to loan you some.
A thing that is
with 15%
always
interest.
That's something that always goes down well. In this talk with Davil, Sketch had a quick discussion about, the job, wanting to showcase her abilities and how they're not fitting in the typical archetype that she seems to, call herself. Even though she seems to call herself, with an unfortunately low insight roll, but some very good deductive reasoning from me. I managed to deduce out of two lies and one truth, which was the truth about Davil, and that he can make me do whatever he wanted. And our house got blown up. And the rest of the party decided it would be a good idea to hand in a really powerful magic item.
No, I never saw it.
Overall, it was actually probably the smart move, given we don't want to go against the city guard. As a party, we aren't, at least from our perspective, we aren't really doing anything that's kind of against the law. We're more just seem to unfortunately run into it a lot. Even our don't want to see Justus again. We'll see him again for this, I'm sure.
He
seems to be the he may he may have good feelings for us. He doesn't have good feelings about the paperwork. Even if he likes us, the paperwork, I'm sure, makes him think, oh great, not this again. It appears that maybe the Zentarum had something to do with the spontaneous combustion of our house. Whether that's...
Your house did not catch fire.
No, it blew up, though.
No, your house is fine. There was a fireball in the middle of the street.
Oh, it was outside the house.
Yeah. It got a little...
My mistake. I remember that. I think that from what I remember from what the adventure describes in the book, it is actually meant to hit the house, but I don't know. I could be wrong.
Best by God not hit the house.
You're wrong.
Yeah. Either way, our garden is ruined. And it seems that Zentarum may have had something to do with it. If it was the Zentarum or the Zents, we aren't sure. My money's on the Zents, given the Zentarum, at least Davil is trying to give them a better name, and blowing up a street is not exactly good image. Sketch did study the gnome's face, so Sketch will be able to show what the gnome looked like to Davil in case it was actually a member of the Zentarum. And yeah, we had a little bit of a run-in with the Hunter, as he is called, on a job to investigate the murders of elves. The elf of the party had to leave his armor and weaponry behind.
Yeah.
He almost got murdered for it.
Yeah.
So he will never be doing that again.
Probably not.
And we managed to subdue, not kill, the person that that seems to be attacking the elves. We Sketch knocked him out with the help of the rest of the party. They did not do nothing. And we just managed to knock them unconscious.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. As a body slumps before you, what do you guys want to do?
Hey, question, Sketch. What's your credit score, real quick?
What?
I'm gonna try to get you set up with a loan.
The Sketch will turn up to... I assume that the darkness has fallen, right? Because they've fallen unconscious.
Gone.
Yep. Sketch will turn up to the Hunter and say, "That was us. You can't get credit for this."
The Hunter looks at you and goes,
Keleth, pick him up.
You might have knocked him out, but I definitely helped.
Keleth, pick him up. Sketch just looks down to the body and just like can't do shit. Can probably barely drag them.
I assume I could probably pick him up pretty easy, but if you want me to roll for it.
Yeah, no, it's easy enough to do. You guys are out of combat.
Do Fearbolgs have powerful build?
They do.
Yeah.
Nice.
So Zaraj looks around and says, "Fare thee well," and he starts taking off on the rooftops.
You know, I thought he would put up a bit more of a fight than that. I respect him for that. Yeah. He probably respects it. He probably respects the finishing hit whole deal. Anyway, anyone got rope?
I've got rope.
I think I have rope. Bull bearing. I got string.
I have hemp and rope.
Yes, I have rope as well. Let's see. How could we probably? What could we do to possibly make sure that this guy doesn't get out? Because he's probably only unconscious for like an hour or two. So maybe we could spend some time tying him up real quick.
3 hours.
3 hours, nice.
Damn.
That's plenty of time.
That's as long as he's not like, if he may be jostled awake, but if he were to just lay there on the ground, he'd wake up in 3 hours.
Let's see, what could we do? Well, definitely we want to tie him up. That's probably the best that we can do for the moment. So I guess we'll use the hempen rope that I have to tie him up. Wait, what does this person look like, male or female?
Looks like a male.
Okay. Drow? Or just...
Yes, he is drow.
Nice, I can now turn into a drow.
Interesting. Well, you'll do well if we go into the Underdark.
So Sketch will, I guess, start trying to tie them up.
Okay. Make a dexterity check.
Just a straight dexterity check, or will
Yep.
this be anything like sleight of hand?
Nah, straight dexterity check.
Dexterity check. Damn it!
Damn.
That is rough.
So you tie up.
I have to pick up the body, and that's not all that great. So I can't maneuver them.
You tie up the drow, and you think you did a decent enough job.
Can she make sure it's double knotted properly?
Make a perception check.
Oh, great.
Or insight. I'll let you use either or.
Hey, I've got a +1 on my insight. Still doesn't help, but
It's better than my natural 1.
Yeah.
You notice that there is some improvement to be done. So you take and you improve it, and you think you have him pretty good now.
fantastic.
Anyway, let's probably get this guy over to Davil as soon as possible. Don't want to have him wake up on us.
So are we going to drag him through the street or something?
We're going to carry him. Well, I mean, Kella's going to carry him. I can't carry shit.
Okay. So you guys start to make your way back to the yawning portal?
No joke. Like, if we were going by base rules, even with my starting inventory, I'm over encumbered. That is how dangerously low my strength is.
Isn't it 5?
Yes.
God.
My strength is 5.
I really got to get some more specters on you guys.
Please, no. Wait, no, specters are fine. It's shadows we don't want.
Oh, then I'll give you all the shadows.
God damn it, no!
What are they weak to again?
If they hit you, they reduce your strength by 1d4.
Yes, what are they weak to?
Nothing.
You don't know.
Oh, shit.
You do not know.
Well, then we...
Not experienced.
I'm gonna get Chaos Bolt and try everything.
Chaos Bolt is determined by what you roll.
I'm gonna try everything.
So
Eventually,
how are you guys approaching the yawning portal? Are you guys trying to be stealthy? You just walking at a normal pace? Speedy? How are you guys approaching?
How long would it take to get there normally?
Well, you figure you guys are, I'd say, roughly here in the dock.
Like normal pace, not being stealthy, what would it take?
Probably about an hour and a half, 2 hours to get there.
Yeesh, that's a long walk for tiny.
No, I'm sorry, 30 minutes to an hour. 30 minutes to an hour.
30 minutes to an hour, yeah. Because I'm like, if these blocks are like average city-sized blocks, then these are like that. Then either the houses are gigantic.
Some of them are.
That's like half a mile. I don't know about you. That's tops a 15-minute walk.
Fair.
We're applying real-world logic to fantasy land.
And it is nighttime, so you know what? I'll say 10 to 15 minutes to get back to the yawning portal.
Because we don't got,
right.
unfortunately, no dark vision though.
Yeah.
Except for the one person who's completely weak. Yeah, I mean we've got them tied up. We have means to. Yeah, we have due course, so we'll probably be fine. I mean, we might try and avoid some of the larger main streets to avoid talking to
Guards.
I mean, not really guards, because I think that we got due course for that. More just trying to not scare innocent civilians.
True.
Also, before we go, should we check out if he has any hidden weapons or anything like that? So if he were to wake up.
Yes, God, yes. Let's actually.
Yeah, we can do that. We can do that while walking.
You're gonna try and investigate him while you're walking?
Yeah, I mean, it's not that hard.
Start.
We can do it beforehand. It's not like it's gonna be. It's not like it's that hard for Keleth to just like put him down for 30 seconds so that we can check his pockets.
Fair. Alright, so you find on him his armor is a studded leather armor. He also has a shield. And he has a gun and a scimitar.
Ooh.
Pussy?
He has a gun?
Can I have the gun?
Don't give him the gun. Don't give him the gun. You can't use it.
Why not?
I'm assuming firearm proficiencies is something entirely separate. None of us have it.
Yeah, but...
Just means you don't fire with proficiency.
Yeah.
But you can still use it.
Okay, let me ask you this question. Do you want to give Sheev the gun?
Yeah.
Sheev don't count. Sheev doesn't count.
As a man from the deep south in real life, with more than one gun in his household, I believe I am owed it, obviously.
I think he has a point, man.
Don't you pick sides with him just because he has weaponry. As the person that is across the goddamn ocean from you, I feel safe in saying I don't want to give you the gun.
Technically, you're the safest if you're across the sea.
Exactly.
This is true.
So what do you have to worry?
I'm afraid for other people.
I'll have you know I'm very safe.
I think that we should give Keleth the gun. Keleth won't use it. That's the whole point.
My dear, he's a druid. They can't touch metal. Or they can't use metal, rather.
Exactly.
But I want to use it.
Yeah,
Do we find ammo on him?
Roll a d12.
D12?
Yep.
One sec. Put the
You find 10 shots. Or I'm sorry, 12 shots.
Hell yeah!
Maximum amount.
Mm-hmm. There is not one in the chamber. It is only a 4-shot.
Only? Wow, that's fantastic. Actually, I like that.
You got to take an action to reload, don't you?
Yep.
Hey.
So basically, for every 4 attacks, you have to spend 1 to reload. Although, if we are we using the like gunslinger rules in like that? So like an attack action is what's to reload it. So like if you have extra attack, you can like use the first to attack and then the second to reload.
No one's a gunslinger.
Yeah.
Oh, so that's only in gunslinger, is it?
Yes.
I think so. Yeah.
Ah, okay. I thought that it was just like what the rules were. Oh well.
So it's going
Either way,
to multi-class to gunslinger then.
After finding this gun, I'm afraid she wants to.
Mr. DM, I'd like to re-roll my character.
I suddenly die, and I have a new character now.
So, I think... Anyway, so we find that the scimitar, he has studded leather armor on. I feel like we don't want to strip him down, so just... Because that'll take too long. Just the
weapons.
Yeah, just the weapons and maybe take away the shield.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Can Sheev subtly put the gun in his pocket with the ammo?
Who are you trying to hide it from?
No one.
Okay.
I'm just putting it in my
yes, you do.
pocket. Hell yeah.
Am I able to see that? Because I am clearly concerned about the gun.
Make a perception.
My passive
roll sleight of hand.
My passive perception is 14. Let's see what I get for the perception.
Damn it.
13. Natural 20.
Yeah, you see she just kind of pocket the gun and the ammo.
Okay, as we're walking, can I possibly try and pickpocket it out of him?
Sure, make a sleight of hand check.
Don't make me make a perception check, please.
No, it's gonna go against your passive perception.
Yeah, 25.
He has no clue you take the gun and the ammo. No clue.
Come on. That's great. I like this.
Hey, yeah, well...
You've already got your special item.
I'm not going to use it. I don't want to use it.
It's a good weapon. Why can't
it is a good weapon, but so was the necklace of fireballs.
I wasn't. Do we even know if the weapon is legal within the city?
No one has any idea. I need everyone to roll a d6, please.
1d6?
Yep.
1d6.
D6.
As you guys are making your way back to the awning portal and you're going over the loot and you're swiping loot from each other, you see a contingent of City Watch heading your direction.
What do we do?
Wait, a contingent, is that like a group?
Yes, you see a group of about 5 City Watch members.
Do they look like they're just on patrol, or do they look like they're trying to get somewhere?
They look like they're on patrol.
Okay. Sketch did take the weapon. Sketch will hide the weapon. And I guess we'll just go on our business. If the City Watch does stop us, we do have like reasoning for all this, and we are like at least trying to do best by the citizens of Waterdeep and not go through some of the busier main roads. So we might get some brownie points for that, but either way, we can probably just continue on our way.
Okay. As they approach you, they say, "Hail, folk. What's going on here?"
Terribly sorry for the sight that you see before you. we're going. We were hired by an individual to go down to the dock ward and try and look into some things for them. And we were suddenly attacked by this individual here that we were this gentleman here was viciously attacked by them, and I gesture over to Balthazar, who I'm assuming his shirt is all bloodied and everything because he got
Balthazar's
shot.
Still looking pretty rough.
Yeah, he got shot. So
got shank.
Got shot point blank.
We were planning on reporting this to the individual that we were hired for and possibly see if they had any bounty on them.
Let's see. Well,
the man is still alive. We did not slay him. He still has to go through the proper channels and go through due punishment.
Which we are. So we will take him from you. What weapons did he have on him?
Just the scimitar.
He also did have this shield.
Any others?
Sketch will pull out the pistol. He did have this firearm. He did have this firearm on him. He was yeah, this is the first time that that Sheep has actually seen it. Wait, how did Sheep? God damn it! He did have this weapon on him as well as this. Are firearms at least known about in this world, or is it more just I have no idea what this weapon is?
They're very rare. They've only just recently started coming into the world.
Okay, but I've heard of them at least.
Vaguely, yes.
Chief Caesar pull the pistol out. He's like, "What the fuck? What the fuck?"
This is I believe it's a firearm. If I've never seen a weapon like this in person. If we are understand the situation right, this gentleman was also the cause of the murders that were happening in the dock ward.
Well, we will question him properly. We thank you for your assistance. Although in the future, please leave City Watch matters to the City Watch.
We do apologize for taking this into our own hands. We were just forced into action because we didn't want to lose a friend to this person.
Which is the only reason why you're not being detained right now.
And we appreciate it.
Carry on, have a great night. And then you see them turn around and start to head towards where you can only assume is the prison.
Did they take the pistol?
Yes, they took everything. You did not offer the ammo, so you still have the ammo.
Damn right.
Oh, I thought that I offered the ammo with it.
Did you? I didn't hear that part. Then yes, they have the ammo as well.
The Sheev is giving Sketch really dirty looks right now.
Sketch just looks and what? I don't want to go against the City Watch. I might be I might be a rogue, but I'm no thief.
No thief, you say? That was in my pocket.
It was in his pocket first.
And we rightfully took it from him.
Yeah, I think that you more tried to sneak
him.
I feel like you tried to take it away from the party.
No.
Were you planning on using it without letting us in on it?
Not without letting you know about it.
Can I make an insight check on this?
Sure. Sheev, whisper me whatever one you want it to be. Perception or deception?
Oh,
sorry. Well, I got a 23.
Or not perception, persuasion.
Persuasion or deception.
Yep. Okay. Just whisper the roll to me.
One sec. Whisper.
You can just roll 1d20 and then add the appropriate modifier. I don't know your modifiers, so
yeah. Sketch, you don't believe Sheev at all in this.
He was clearly trying to keep it. He was trying to keep it and just go on a just keep it for fun.
Yes.
I believe you got something in your notes about not trying to incite me.
That's not to diplomatize you, my dear.
Is that even a word?
It is not a word.
Well, regardless, I think that what we did was the best course of action for not only, the proper justice. It would also probably mean that we wouldn't have to deal with the City Watch knocking on our doorstep about when they interrogated them, how that elf said that they had a firearm on them, and then when we handed them in personally, they didn't have a firearm. I wonder where it went.
I didn't see any firearm. What do you mean?
The City Watch got ways of making us talk. I believe that just trying to make sure that they don't need to use those methods. We certainly got... as long as they aren't forced to use those methods on us, we'll be fine. So do whatever we can to make sure they don't. Anyway, we gotta get our pay.
Indeed.
Okay. So you make your way to Yawning Portal, and as you arrive...
Is Balthazar, still limping or something?
Yep.
Balthazar's pretty hurt. As you arrive...
How many hit points hurt?
I have 21.
Okay.
That's almost as much as I've got at full.
Still solidly hurt, but you're livable.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Sketch, don't you have more max HP?
I have 33. Because we have the same hit dice, I think. I just have a higher constitution.
Interesting.
As you guys enter the bar, you see across the bar Ziraj speaking with Devril.
Devil. Oh, that ain't good. I'm gonna I'm gonna quickly go over there and just pop in.
Mm-hmm.
Not make any assumptions or anything, but just slide in.
Yep. As you head over, you see Devil hand over what you can only assume is a coin purse to Ziraj, and Ziraj thanks him and gets up to leave.
Hang on, I just I put a hand on his chest, just to in a vain attempt to stop him. Just not force him back or anything, but more just let him know. Hang on a second. Hey, I can reach up.
He looks like, what is this puny little thing trying to do?
He knows who I am. I'm just I hope you don't mind me asking, but given the situation that we're in, I hope you don't. Do you mind if I just ask what that payment is for? And I also look to Davil.
Ziraj says, "My business is my business. You be on yours." And Devil says, "Ziraj, why do you have to be so melodramatic? That was his portion of the payment for the services you've both rendered." Ziraj told you everything that happened.
I put my hand down. I apologize for making assumptions. I just wanted to make sure that you were indeed a man who did things fairly. So I apologize for my bold assumption.
He says, "We're working on improving the Zentarum, not making it worse."
sit down with Davil across from him and just say, so, there were a couple more things that Ziraj may not have informed you about. The man has been handed into the city guard, along with all of his weaponry.
That's fine. As long as he was caught, that's all that matters.
Yeah. Hopefully, you'll be able to sleep more soundly knowing that your kind are safer.
Hopefully your friend will as well, but he looks a little worse for wear.
We had to improvise, given the time frame.
Understandable. And he throws a pouch on the tabletop. In there you will find your payment. I hope it is satisfactory.
I pick it up. How much does it feel like?
Pretty weighty, actually.
Pretty weighty. I just have a look inside, just like coins or gemstones.
It is gold pieces.
It is gold pieces, okay. I thank you very much for your business. And if you want any more of our business, mine in particular, maybe try and make it a bit more subtle. It may be fun to knock some heads, but I think I find greater joy in looking into people's pasts and wanting to get them on your side.
Oh, don't worry. I have plans for you in the future. But I had to make sure you were jack of all trades, shall we say. Or in your case, Jill.
If you don't mind me asking, have you happened to see this person? And I pull out the sketchbook and show them the picture that I drew of the gnome that was outside our house. They had a tattoo with a Zentarum on them. I was just wanting to make sure if it was one of yours or one of the Zents.
Where's my notes? Where'd my notes go? He looks at your picture and he says, "No, I know who he is, but he does not work for me."
What do you know about the Zents? I know I might be asking a bit much here, but
the gnome did not have the tattoo on him. One of
the gnome didn't.
Following him did.
Oh, I misunderstood what you said.
I was also very tired, so I might have said the wrong thing. But no, the gnome did not have the tattoo on him.
Okay, so who was it that had the tattoo on them?
One of the people following the gnome.
Okay, so sorry, I made the assumption that it was the gnome that had the tattoo on them, and that's why I drew them. I was interested in the person with the tattoo, so I would have drawn them.
Okay.
My reasoning is I want to show Davil the person with the tattoo and ask if they are Zentarum or Zent.
Yes, he's one of mine. Was one of mine. We had word that Delacar found a relic that we're looking for. And so I sent a few of my agents to tail him. And it looks like it didn't work out very well.
Okay. Sorry, let me just readjust the note here. Being chased. So the gnome had 3 people following him?
Yes.
Sorry, let me just quickly make an adjustment to the note here.
Sheev never even saw the necklace, did he?
No.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Okay, so Davil recognizes the person recognizes the gnome.
Yes, he does recognize the gnome.
and also recognizes the person with the tattoo, but they aren't one of the Zentarum, they're one of the Zents.
No, the person with the tattoo was one of the Zentarum.
Oh, okay. No. Okay. So we are still making an assumption that it was the gnome that fired the fireball. It's a reasonable assumption, but you never know. Well, thank you for passing that information on to us. We just happened to have a situation that involved these two people, and given that they had the tattoo, just wanted to make sure that it wouldn't put us at a crossroads.
She wants to take this time to finally introduce himself. He says, "Hello, sir. It is finally good to meet you. Our friend Sketch here has dealt with you on many occasions so far, but I have never had the pleasure of meeting you. I am Sheev Sereno." And I take a deep bow.
Devil says, "There's no need for bowing here, but I appreciate the gesture. I'm Devil Starsong, the leader of the Zentarum. Sitting across the table from me is my second in command, Yagra Stonefist. She's also a very good bodyguard."
What are you saying?
He also says that sitting across from me is my second in command, Yagra Stonefist. She's also a very good bodyguard. And looking at her, she is a half-orc.
I caught the tail end of that half-orc.
Yeah. So the person sitting across from Davil is called Yagra, and is basically his bodyguard, and
Gotcha.
She's a half-orc.
Sheev turns to her and introduces himself. "My dear, I am Sheev. It is a pleasure to meet you." And he asks Davil, "So I was merely curious. How did you come to be the leader of the Zentarum, if you don't mind me asking?"
Well,
I guess Sketch will, I'm assuming since Sketch wanted to sit across from Davil, Sketch is sitting next to Yagra at the moment. She will just subtly lean over to her and says, 5 gold says that eventually she gets she gets put in his place.
She whispers back to whom? Like, who's going to put him in his place?
Oh, Davil.
You're on.
Just subtle handshake.
Subtle handshake, and she just puts 5 gold on the table.
Sketch puts 5 gold from the pouch onto the table.
Okay. Zaraj is gone. Just move you guys over here. Devil says, "I used to be second in command to a gentleman by the name of Manchun. Unfortunately, he passed away, so leading the Zentarum fell to me. Some say he was the greatest that ever led us. I wasn't too keen on the way he ran things, so I'm slowly but surely turning the ship around, so to speak."
That is incredibly noble of you, sir. I apologize for the setting question. I was merely curious. And she goes to get up.
Jagger takes the 10 gold off the table.
Do I notice this?
Oh yeah, it's not she's not trying to hide it. She just takes the 10 gold off the table.
Yeah, takes the 10 gold off the table. You don't know what it was for, but it was there.
Yep.
All she knows is Sketch is losing money. He kind of smirks to himself.
Sketch whispers over, "That was fairly won."
As she walks away, she says, Devil's very proud of where we're going, so any chance to tell people about it, he will.
Well, I hope. Wish you the best. And I look into the pouch and try to count up how much is there.
Well, 5 gold less.
245 gold.
Oh, God.
Jesus! Mine!
50 gold for each person.
Nope, all for Sketch.
Sheev asks, so my dear, how much gold is in there?
Enough.
Oh, have you gotten a chance to count it? I see you already spent part of your share.
What? No, that was part of yours. You agreed.
No, my dear.
Well, I mean, it was a quick little bet, and given how I seem to do the work to pay off our house, and how about it with our little discussion this morning, I certainly don't hope you mind. I just hold on to it for a little moment until we can divvy up all the wealth that we've acquired.
My dear, I do mind a tad bit. I quite like money. You never answered me though. Have you gotten a chance to count it?
Yeah.
How much is in there?
Well, there was 250.
I see. After your lost bet, there's now 245. And
yeah.
Seeing as how you paid for everything out of pocket for the house, I will gladly give you half of my share. I cannot guarantee what the others would want with theirs, but you may have 25 of mine.
Well, I thank you for your kindness.
Of course, my dear.
And yes, like Sketch will divvy it up evenly. Everyone has 50 gold. Sketch will take the 45 plus the 25, so 70 gold from. So everyone can add 50 gold to their personal account.
Excellent.
I'll put it under Ravens for
her. 210 gold. I'm not gonna lie, I have no idea how I got this much.
It's because you haven't spent it.
I'm a shrewd businessman, alright? Like that time I talked that lady into giving me 50 gold for just one gem when they're all worth 50 together.
Yep, it happens.
Hey, that's what I'm about, man.
So I got 70 gold, 3 silver, and 9 copper now.
Hey, that's a big jump.
Yeah, but wait until we have to pay. We have to pay to fix up our house.
Oh yeah.
that is true. As you guys finish your conversation with Devil, where are you guys headed?
We
can head home.
Okay.
Yeah, we can head home.
I need to go home.
As you go to leave,
you need to go back to get your armor. You need to get your baby.
As you guys go to leave, 5 figures come in, walk up to the bar and talk to Durham. You see each of them pass 1 gold across the table or across the bar. And Durham,
do they look like? Sorry, go on.
No, okay. You see Durham leave from behind the bar, head over to the winch, and you see them one at a time get into the bucket and get lowered down the portal.
Interesting.
I was actually just about to ask, do they perhaps look like a rival adventuring party? But they went down into the hole. They did.
Does Sheev know what the big fuck-off hole in the middle of the tavern is?
I mean, it's well known.
Everyone knows what it is.
Would you like me to explain? Perhaps in character?
Go right ahead, Sketch.
See, that's actually the hole Yawning Portal's named after. That hole leads into somewhat of a dungeon. Somewhat of a dungeon that's called Undermountain, I believe. It's sort of a tourist attraction, and why the Yawning Portal is actually host to a myriad of adventuring types as opposed to standard common folk. People who believe that they're strong enough can go down into the hole and adventure down there, and they tend to get whatever they find down there.
I see. So that's why that nasty ogre came out from there.
It was a troll, but yeah.
Ogre, troll, it all looks the same to me.
Somewhere in the distance, an ogre gets slightly more pissed.
Don't you dare bring Shrek into this, alright?
And somewhere underneath a bridge, a troll just writes Sheev onto their toll list.
I can only think of the Always Sunny thing. You gotta pay the troll toll to get into this boy's soul.
God, now just imagining actually having, like, a businessman troll who actually runs a legitimate toll gate at a bridge. Like, he has a suit and glasses and everything. He's just... Oh, that would be hilarious.
I believe you've given me a fantastic idea for my next character.
A businessman troll. There's no troll playable race.
I'll make one. I swear to God, I will.
Yeah, it would be kind of hard given the troll characteristics of having regeneration and being basically immune to fire and like needing to be hit by fire or acid.
Probably like a half troll or something like that.
Huh. A Firbolg and a Goliath would be pretty close to a troll.
Yeah, you can just probably flavor one of those.
Yeah.
You can probably flavor a Firbolg to be one.
That's what I was thinking.
Just instead of it being more general nature based, it's more swampy.
That's more ogreish then.
Oh yeah, more rivery, I guess.
As Durham heads back to his spot behind the bar, you see some of the patrons kind of putting like gold coins on tables and placing bets, and Bonnie comes along and picks up the money from the tables and starts writing down how long the people think that these 5 adventurers will stay down there if they ever come back.
Okay. Just for the heck of it, can I possibly make it insight? Can I try and make like some sort of check to see how experienced they look? In an estimation of level, can I guess how experienced this party is?
Just roll me a straight d20 and I'll go from there.
Okay. Straight d20.
You really can't ascertain that kind of information.
Okay.
So you leave the yawning
Sketch
portal.
won't bet.
Oh, go ahead.
Sketch won't bet.
Okay. So you guys make your way out of the yawning portal, off to Troll Skull Manor. When you arrive, it is late.
Yeah.
We
are going to sleep.
Is my bed there yet?
Your bed is there.
Wait, what the shit is this?
Oh, I was messing around. Don't worry about it. It's not in your room, Sketch.
Put that back. I want to see that.
I didn't notice it. What was it?
It
was some sort of weird.
It was an ape token when I was working on Kellis figures.
Oh yeah, whenever you summoned King Kong last time.
Sure, it was. I believe you. That thing had a red border.
Uh-huh.
And it had red glowing eyes. That thing ain't no ape.
What is this? That's King Kong.
It is now. I mean, look how big it is.
Yeah.
But okay, yeah, that's an ape.
That is Kellis token.
That is one evil ape.
And then there's his boar. His black boar.
Right, as somebody who's seen black bears up close many times, that doesn't look like a black bear to me.
I know, it was the only one I could find online. That like would actually let me download it.
It will have to do.
Yep. Anyways, yes, Sheev, your bed is in your bedroom, and it is beautiful and glorious.
Fantastic.
How's mine?
Wet. It is fixed. It is together. And there's a note that says all that happened was the ends were pulled out of the pins, so they just reassembled it real quick. But it is soaked from top to bottom.
Do I see a leak in the house?
Looking around, you don't see any leaks.
Did it rain?
Inside the room?
I don't know, we got a druid. Weirder shit has happened. I've seen him pull a spiritual unicorn out of the ground.
Do I feel anything from left?
Just an invisible high five.
Do I feel anything?
Wet.
I haven't gone into the bed yet.
Oh, then you don't feel wet. You're just like...
No, like, I would assume that I notice that the bed is wet before I get into it.
Make a perception check, actually. Make a perception check.
Sure, I'll make a perception check.
I want it to be a glorious
Come on, that one.
No, you do realize that it is wet before you get into it. The one time we wanted to go low.
Okay, so genuine question here. Has Sheev talked about Sketches heard Sheev talk about Left, right? Like the ghost friend?
Yeah.
I think that Sketch is gonna just have just lean against the bedpost and just try and just mutter a few things, like try and make contact with Left. Maybe not maybe not try and like become better friends than Sheev, because
impossible.
Yeah, Sheev is ghost friend, but
ghost
maybe at least like try and understand why.
Make a persuasion check.
Persuasion? Sure, I have a +5. I got damn it, I got an 8. I mean, I know that
his room just muttering.
The persuasion isn't as high as Sheev.
Yeah, you just mutter a few things and sit there and wait. There doesn't seem to be any kind of response.
She's in his room.
Is it the blanket or is it just the mattress?
Everything is wet, and you don't really
right.
the wood, the mattress, just everything is just wet.
How hard would it be to get a bucket?
A bucket?
Like a bucket of water.
What?
There's no buckets in the house, so you'd have to go to someone and purchase one or find one in the streets.
Damn.
Or you could use one of the privy buckets.
Nah, that's too mean. Oh, well, my revenge will have to come later.
Revenge against who?
Revenge against you.
Why? I haven't done anything.
You have no idea.
Yeah, you don't know.
Orchestrating this.
Okay, here's what has happened in Sketch's mind so far. Sheev has been talking about ghost friend a lot.
Hashtag ghost friend.
Sketch has been messing with Sheev. Whenever Sketch messes with Sheev, shit happens.
Okay, but Sheev isn't a druid. And you know a druid left something in your room?
That is true.
But now Sketch makes sure the doors are closed, and I assume the locks aren't working.
I mean, who can control the elements but a druid?
Exactly. And I'm no monk.
Just saying.
I'm no monk yet either.
No one's.
The only one that I expect to actually get into my room from now on is Alma. As soon as we manage to pay off like all the repairs and everything, I'm making sure that as soon as we pay off for the repairs, I'm gonna make sure my door has all the locks.
I'm gonna get knock just to break those locks.
I just need to check. Please tell me that knock is not a sorcerer spell.
It is.
It is.
God damn it! I need a magic lock.
So you guys lay down for the evening, sketch on your floor. You wake up in the morning, sketch, you're a little sore, but you still get a full rest. Sheev, almost immediately after you wake up, you receive this telepathic message in your head that says, Millia's awake. She can't see anyone yet. We'll let you know.
Sheev just thinks, thank you. Thank you, mysterious stranger.
Thank you, mystery voice.
Is the voice recognizable, or
is it Lady Blackstaff?
It's not Lady Blackstaff, but you do recognize the voice as one of the people who's been caring for her, for Millie. So,
I just leave it at thank you.
Alrighty. The day is yours. What would you guys like to do?
Have breakfast and plan revenge.
Can
I make a plan revenge check?
No revenges. None.
I'm fine. Yeah.
Sheev would like to lock his door if he can.
No locks. If there were locks, Sketch would have taken that room.
You gotta get the place refurbished first.
It's the master bedroom. You're not taking it from Sheev. I don't care who.
Also, just letting someone know that we are able to hear the crying baby in the background.
Yeah, I know. It's on my end.
Okay.
It's my roommate's baby.
Okay, that's fine.
I don't have control over that one.
Yep, just wanted to make sure that whoever was there was aware.
Yeah, no, they are. All right. So, what would you guys like to do?
Go back to sleep. I'm tired. Oh wait, sorry. In the game, not real life. Breakfast, of course.
Okay. As you guys are sitting down eating your breakfast, there is a knock at the front door.
Sheev goes to answer it.
Okay. As you answer it, you recognize the two people from yesterday, Cromley and Barnabas.
Oh yeah, we did check that. We did also do a thing. Didn't Sheev do a thing with them, or was it also Sketch? Like ask them to.
Did not. He did not.
It was a diplomatic thing. It wasn't like deception or anything. It was more just like let them know that we were worried about what was going on, so like they would keep us updated at least.
Yeah, but I didn't try to charm them.
No, you didn't try to charm them.
No. As you open the door, they look at you and say, "May we come in for a moment?"
Of course. Please come have a seat. I say, motioning towards the 4 chairs we have total.
He says, "We don't need a seat. We won't be long. We just want to let you know that after speaking with the victims, we have concluded that there is no fault of yours. Although, do you know the gnome?"
Not to my knowledge. Do any of you? I turn to the room.
Nope.
No?
Not personally.
No?
A trouble look comes over and says, the gnome's name was Dalakar, and he was headed to you to ask you to hold on to something. We don't know what. We just know that whatever he was bringing is gone, and we believe that a metallic figure stole it from him and made way on the rooftops. But that is not your concern. We just want to let you know that You have been cleared of any and all potential charges with the explosion outside of your residence.
Well, I appreciate that, but I believe that if something that we were going to be asked to hold was stolen, I I believe that might be of some of our concern, seeing as how it was to be delivered to us.
Yep, and if we do find out what it is, and if it is your rightful property, we will have it delivered to you immediately.
Well, I appreciate that, but how would it not be our rightful property? Just asking.
It was never given to you.
That is fair, but there was intent.
Correct. However, we do not live on intent.
This is true. But according to...
She's new catchphrase. This is true.
Circle, circle, circle.
Oh, yeah. Fun fact, I actually had a conversation with my parents about gifting and intent according to the law. Like, right before we started the session.
That's funny.
Yeah, funny how stuff works out like that.
Like,
yes. We also found out that the item he wished to have you hold on to was only going to be temporarily. So not something that you would have kept. So therefore, when we find out what it is, we will get it to its rightful owner.
I see. Do you believe that its rightful owner would be the dead man that was outside?
No. We have a theory, but that's better left unsaid.
No. I believe, seeing as how I was to be the one that holds.
hey, look who's here.
What?
What happened?
I'm confused.
We have a wizard.
We do?
We have a muted wizard.
Oh.
I'm like talking, and I was wondering why I was talking.
Welcome back.
Welcome.
Sorry guys, I completely forgot that it starts at 9 and not 10.
I was so
like, I'm
confused.
texting.
Yeah,
I'm texting
I just saw it because I had something else up. I'm sorry.
No, I was texting in earlier, and I was like, I'll be in, like, I'm running late. I'll be in like 5 minutes, and then I look at the message before that, and they're like, we start at 9. I'm like, oh, I'm more than 5 minutes late.
It's all good.
So, just to catch you up real quick, we gave up a gun.
Yep, a good gun.
There was guns.
I'm still angry about that one.
So the elf that we got before that we fought last session had a gun on them. We ran into some city guard, and being upstanding moral citizens,
I am none of the above.
I mean, who does that?
We did the right thing by the law and handed over their weaponry to the guards so that they may be correctly judged. And it was a good gun. It was a damn good gun.
It was a good gun for 12 bullets.
As a player, that makes me sad. As a noble, I probably would have done it anyway.
If you scroll up on the chat when you load in, you'll see the stats for the gun.
Yeah, it's 30 to 90 foot range, 1d10 plus dex piercing, plus 2d10 poison damage.
Jesus.
And you guys found 12 ammo.
It was a good gun.
Yeah, I think you mean I found 12 ammo from rolling a max.
You did, and it slipped out of your hands and you didn't even know.
Yeah, not happy about that.
So we did the right thing. Lef also pranked Sketch again.
Damn right he did.
Out of game, there's at least 30 more of those guns if you really want to try and find them.
Oh, word.
Yeah, but they're all on other continents. And some of them are in pieces. If we collect all 30 of the infinity guns, we can get one wish.
I'd allow that. All right.
Fantastic.
Using wish to get a gun.
Now, I think I was schmoozing.
You were trying to schmooze.
Oh, yes. I think I start to lay it on heavy with the diplomacy. I say, well, seeing as how I was the one to be at least possessing the weapon, Not the weapon. I apologize. The item.
No, there's no weapon involved.
We're talking about guns. Got me excited. Possessing the item, I believe I should know a bit about it.
Make a persuasion check.
And I'm using diplomacy here. So it's my persuasion versus their insight.
Oh, okay.
Oh, jeez.
Nice.
Your persuasion is +8. I think my insight. No, my insight's only +6 at the moment, but that will change very soon. Well, as soon as we get another ASI.
Yeah.
I'm making it so these rolls do not whisper.
Or any magic items that increase my wisdom. Actually, no. Next level we get a proficiency bonus increase, so it will go up by another 2. Yeah. So that means that my.
So that means my persuasion will go up to 10 or +10.
Yeah, my insight will be a +8 at that point.
Ooh.
And then once I. Yeah, my insight's +8, so that means that I have a passive insight. That means that I'll have a passive insight of 18.
No.
Dang. I've got a passive insight of 9.
Alright. So insight versus your
Persuasion.
Yeah.
They
kind of look at each other for a moment.
Charmed for as long as they stay within 60 feet of me and a minute afterwards.
Wait, this is a spell effect?
I don't know if it's a spell effect, but
it isn't I don't think that it's considered a spell effect. It's more like they are considered to be charmed.
Oh, that's fair.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like it's because of the skill feat, and I think that these aren't necessarily intended to be like.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right. So Barnabas and Saith look at each other for a moment, and finally Barnabas says, "We believe that the let me get the right name so I don't fuck it up again. We believe that Delacar had the Stone of Galore and was looking to hand it off to you temporarily."
What pray tell is the Stone of Galore?
It's, and I believe it's folly. It's supposed to lead to where Lord Neverember, when he was the Open Lord, it's supposed to lead to where he, how do you say, stole 500,000 dragons from the city?
So
Sketch's ears kind of like tilt towards that.
I see. And do you have a theory as to why he would be trying to bring it to me?
Well, between you and your friends, you guys did rescue Renee Neverember, the Open Lord's son.
Isn't it Raynar, not Renee?
Name?
Yeah, Raynar.
You said Renee.
I did. I'm tired. Shut up.
Hey, what are you talking about? It's only 2 p.m. You can't be tired.
Sure.
I live in the future, damn it.
All of a sudden, Sketch gets smited by this ray of light.
Roll new character. Cosmic Anvils.
Gunslinger.
Monk.
All the above. All right, so, yeah. It says, we believe that he felt he could trust you as you helped the previous Open Lord's son.
I see. That makes plenty of sense. Well, gentlemen, I appreciate you informing us.
Now, listen. Just because you have this knowledge, don't do anything stupid. We will be forced to arrest you.
Oh, I don't engage in stupid activities ever.
Not sure I believe you on that one, but very well.
Should he make a deception check with disadvantage because he's clearly intending on doing something stupid?
I'm willing.
Like, just like,
it's
please, just because you have this information, please don't do anything stupid. I won't do anything stupid. Closes the door. Who wants to do something stupid?
That sounds like something I do.
So they take their leave.
Sheev shows them out. Shuts the door. So who wants to go find a vault?
Who wants to do a heist?
You can even say it's a dragon heist.
Roll credits.
I see what you did there.
I hope.
What do you mean? It's what the adventure did there. He had nothing to do with this.
It's
You gotta get the credit for it.
Cinema Sins and roll credits.
Thank you. I was about to say, I hope at least one of you watches Cinema Sin.
I love.
No, I know the reference. So, we got a bunch of shit to do. Only question is, like, the question for me is, who's the bad guy?
Me, I'm the bad guy.
I knew
That's
it.
what I want to know. Because so far we have, one, two, we have 3 of the potential bad guys up.
Who's the first and second?
I won't say much, but I mean, we know that we have the Xanathar Guild. They're definitely an option. I won't say the other 2.
Lord Neverember, I'd say is an option.
I won't like use any of my meta knowledge on the bad guys of this to like influence the party, but goddamn, like this is interesting.
I have
looking
zero
forward to
meta
figuring it
knowledge
out.
over it, so
I'm just
Do I
wondering
know
if we're going to see
anything
the
about
fourth.
Neverember?
I'm just wondering if we're going to see the 4th.
I
hope we see the 4th because I like them.
You would know about Neverember. You would know that he has. It is rumored that he embezzled over 500,000 dragons from the city, also known as gold. No one has been able to find it.
until now.
And the rumor is that this Stone of Galore, if it truly does exist, can lead to where this vault is.
Also, you got 50 gold.
Yep, I already put it in your character sheet.
Oh, sweet.
There,
So this
there is no
stone-
gift for laughs and evil. When you guys were talking about the 3 out of 4 evil people.
Sorry?
So when you were saying how you 3 of the 4 end bosses, I was trying to find a gift
have
that
at
says
least
laughs
been,
and evil.
have been mentioned.
Yes.
Have been mentioned at least.
And there's no
I'm wondering
laughing
who
and
the-
evil, and it makes me sad.
Yeah.
Also, whenever you said 500,000 dragons, I was thinking, where did he fit 500,000 dragons? They're kind of big. Kind of
Probably
forgetting
use
that.
magic.
Oh yeah, dragons is currency.
Dragons is money.
That's a lot of money.
That's a lot of monies.
It is a lot of money.
You can do a
lot
lot
of
with
money.
500,000 gold. Alright, so what
As
do you
someone
guys
from a
wanna
struggling house.
Brandon,
I'm all
I am
about that.
scared by that gift.
do?
He's staring into my soul.
That's the point.
Evil Matthew Mercer. Evil orb Matthew Mercer.
What does it mean?
Also, I have a question about Killer Khan. Can I attack through walls with it? Oh wait, I think it's like, doesn't it say it has to be a target I can see?
Yes. You have to be able to see the target.
What if you
Okay.
can see through walls?
Then we need to nerf your character.
That's fair.
I can't see through walls. Eventually I'll be able to see in darkness, but not walls.
Let's get him a magic item that makes Sketch see through walls.
I can see anyone that's within 5 feet of a wall. I have aimbot.
All right.
Why do I have level 5 exhaustion?
Wow.
I think I was just messing around with exhaustion levels on the D&D Beyond character sheet, and I just like forgot to take it off.
Yeah, that'd be
That's
nice.
canon. Man.
What does level 5 exhaustion even do at that point?
When you're dead.
Yeah, level 5 exhaustion,
Yes.
your movement is like 0.
And you have all the other penalties.
Yeah, and you have all the 1 through 4 exhaustion things too.
Yeah, like you have you have disadvantage on any skill checks and saving throws. I think at 1 you get, I think like maybe it's level 2 you have disadvantage on attacks. Level 3 something else bad, like your movement may be halved. Level 4 you got some other weird shit. Level 5 your movement is 0, and 6 you die.
Damn. Hit point maximum halved. Lord.
Yep.
Exhaustion hurts.
Yeah, that's why you don't want to be exhausted.
Nope.
Yep.
That's why Sheev sleeps well at night.
Especially in his comfy new bed.
Damn right. Alright, so Sheev wants to go back to eating his breakfast.
Okay. You go back to eating your breakfast.
How many days has it been?
It is the next day from when you found out your father passed away.
Okay.
How can we...
Here's
the thing. How can we progress the adventure without doing something stupid?
Oh, that's impossible.
That's impossible, man.
Rayven, can you help me out here?
Do we have the stone?
No, the stone was going to be given to us, like, I'm assuming as a, as some kind of, like, fencing thing. Like, just, hey, hold on to this, like, when you all of a sudden get stopped by an NPC in Skyrim, it's just like, hey, here, hold on to this for a second.
Mail.
And then you keep it forever.
Yep.
Oh, we're supposed to give those back?
Nobody told me that.
You are, like, you can give them back. The person's, like, hiding somewhere, and, like...
Yeah, I'd never give it back. I always kill the person.
I was like, give it back. I don't even know what that means.
You're not supposed to do anything with it. It's just like random event number 23. Anyway, how can we progress the adventure without doing anything stupid?
We can go see Millie once we are allowed to.
Also, last I heard of the stone, it had something to do with Raven's brother.
I'm sorry, what?
The stone got taken by Arnold Schwarzenegger.
No, sorry. The last time I heard of the stone, it had something to do with Raven's brother.
Interesting.
Do you share that information with the party?
I would if that's what they were talking about at breakfast. Yeah, she
yeah, like, how come, like, if we were obviously meant to be given this thing, and we're asked not to do anything stupid...
Can't do it.
How can we, like, how can we, like, progress this? Your brother knows about the stone?
Someone said that he had been looking for it himself.
Do you mind if maybe we go see him?
I don't see why not. I should warn you, though, he's not usually very forthcoming.
I got a map to upload.
My dear.
Uh-oh. The DM wasn't expecting this.
This is
the DM wasn't.
This is the DM's fault for being lazy. Because the map was sent to me on 12/17, so.
But Sheev says, "My dear, I'm fantastic at getting anybody to talk."
And I'm fantastic at telling if people are spouting bullshit.
We make a great team, actually.
I don't see why not, then.
If you can get him in more of a... If you can maybe get him in more of a casual setting as well, not really by the guards or anything, maybe you can... I kind of hate to use this, but maybe if you can kind of manipulate him into a bit more of a situation, into a casual setting now that your father has sadly passed, we might be able to work things more to our advantage rather than if things were on his terms.
Well, he should be home. We could go and set up lunch or invite him to lunch.
Indeed, I am quite interested to see how the nobles of this town live compared to at home in not WaterDeep, in Neverwinter.
Of course.
Oh,
Oop.
bye.
We lost the wizard. No.
We lost the wizard mid-sentence.
And the wizard's back.
Welcome back, wizard.
Of course, whenever you guys are ready, we can go. If anyone has anything they'd like to do beforehand.
Well,
Balthazar is in his armor.
Yeah,
Yes,
I
yes.
did that as soon as we got home.
he
Do you
sleeps
sleep in
it
your
now.
armor? Doesn't sleeping in armor
He
give you
did last
exhaustion?
night. He did.
Doesn't
last
sleeping in
night.
armor give you exhaustion?
Listen, I just hold it with me. I don't sleep.
Okay, so you just hug it. It's a body pillow.
Yeah, exactly. It's normal, right?
Yes.
Forge cleric, I don't judge. You treat your armor as if you treated it as you treat your armor as you would treat your lover.
Yeah, pretty much.
Sheev is gonna offer for Left to sleep in the bed next to him from now on as penance for the good deeds he's done. I don't know if ghosts can sleep in beds, but he deserves it.
Okay. You feel this this warmth on you?
Damn right I do. But
God damn it! You're gonna seduce a ghost.
I told you about Ghost Girlfriend. Also,
Isn't
is
that the
Red
blood
a
of a...
boy or girl?
Left sounds like a female name.
Lif is a female.
Oh shit. Interesting.
You're going to seduce a ghost. I don't know how, but if the DM allows it, I don't know whether to congratulate him or slap him.
Yeah, I wrote in all caps on my notes and underlined it. Seduce Left.
God damn it!
That is your main goal.
Why not? Yeah, why not both? Why don't I slap and congratulate the DM?
I deserve it.
All right.
See, I was imagining the Ghostbusters scene. But oh well. We're gonna have to. We'll sort that out. We'll burn that bridge when we get to it.
Quite literally.
But yeah. When asked if anything else is going on, she basically just says, "Well, they told me this morning that Millie was awake, but not to come see her yet. So I've got a free day."
Now here's the question that's going to be on the moral quandary dilemma. Millie or Left?
That's a fantastic question.
Why not both touch RPG?
No.
No, because Sheev has made it clear he may be the bard, but he has morals.
Well, you can have a living girlfriend and a dead girlfriend.
Yeah, but he can
It's
only
like
sleep
dating
with one of
NPCs in
them.
different cities.
The morality of that is sound.
No, it isn't.
Yes,
The
it
Church of-
is.
This is a world where undead have spirits.
Yeah, but only Left's spirit is around.
And Millie has one.
Yeah,
Just because Millie was temporarily part ghost does not mean you can date a ghost and Millie.
why not?
I mean, just say that, but... Come on.
Rayven, help me out here.
Oh man.
Kelleth, help me out here.
All right.
Rayven will look
so,
at you and she'll just
No,
go, I don't
no.
get involved.
oh,
Sheev
man.
is a one-woman man. And that.
Please tell me that like at least some of this is like actually in game.
None of this is in game, so we're working on this.
God damn it!
Great! I cannot wait. Are you guys headed to Rayven's house then?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. And.
Oh man.
I'm assuming all information I'm assuming like information was spread out about what happened the other day, like how I'm aware that the Castellanta's like thing might happen.
As you guys are approaching where Rayven lives,
holy hell!
There is some kind of festival going on in the city.
Oh, here's number 4.
Yep.
Sheev don't care.
I'm kidding.
Is that a sleeping dragon?
It's a statue.
Oh.
Hey guys. I think I know where the vault is.
We found it, you guys.
They aren't that on the nose. The only thing that would be more on the nose is if there's a gold dragon guarding it.
Why
it
not?
Was hiding in plain sight.
Anyway,
so festival.
So there's a festival going on?
Yes, there's a festival going on. Boom, there's a gold dragon. Yes, there's seems to be some kind of festival going on. You're currently waiting at a crossroads for a parade to go by.
Okay, what's the parade for?
Are you're asking around to find out?
Well, I would assume that given that Rayven and I are regular like citizens of Waterdeep, is this a scheduled thing? Like, is this a yearly thing? Is it had to do with like a seasonal thing, or is it more just a random parade?
Does it happen every 100 years?
It happens every year. It is a Day of Wonders parade.
The Day of Wonders. What do we know about the Day of Wonders?
You know nothing, because I have to look it up. You know what? This is going to be easy. I don't even know where that information is, but we're going to look it up real quick.
This looks a lot bigger as a map.
Yeah, it's actually big. It's not even to scale yet. I have to go in and like really adjust it, because... Yeah. I guess it'd be kind of accurate, I guess.
I mean, if one square on the like kitchen and everything is 5 foot, then we can guesstimate how big it is.
Yeah. It's still fairly large.
Yeah, each room seems to be like 15 by 15. Like, sorry, the bedrooms here. Which there are a lot of. Holy hell, how many siblings do you have?
Too many.
Some of these are bunk beds. All of them are bunk beds.
Bunk
Your
beds?
parents got busy.
Oh my lord!
just
I
noticed
knew
that they
that
are
this
bunk
house
beds.
was quaint.
Television
I did not know it was
been
that
invented.
bad.
Sorry, what was that? Everyone talked at once.
I said bunk beds in a noble's house. I knew the house was quaint, but I didn't know it was that bad.
So,
Rayven, what did you say?
No, I just said, oh, they are bunk beds. I had to look at them and I saw the ladders.
It's all good. You have a lot of guests that come over and stay. You have a lot of family who's not in the city.
This is the guest. That's the guest quarters.
Well, it is on the ground floor, so quite potentially.
Like,
what you know about the Day of Wonders parade, though, is it's usually a celebration of technology. And
Like guns.
Like guns.
like, you do notice that there are clockworks or automatons walking through the parade. You see some floats with weird devices and contraptions on it as well.
Hang on. And you said, and the detective said that they heard rumors of some form of metal man.
Yes.
Terminator.
There's also a menagerie of animals and things in the parade as well. What's everyone's passive perception?
9.
Passive perception? 14.
17.
14 is one, I believe.
Keleth, you noticed that there seems to be a gentleman going through the crowd, asking different people how if they're enjoying the parade and things like that. He's wearing all you can see really is the top of his head, and he's wearing a very ostentatious hat.
Is there a wig under that hat?
Not that you can see.
Interesting. Does he look suspicious at all, or
no? He just seems to be going through asking people like if they're enjoying the parade.
Is he headed in our direction or away?
He's just kind of meandering through the crowd. He's a little bit ahead of you guys.
So the parade does the parade, like, I guess, what's the right word? The parade walkers.
Mm-hmm.
Do they have any form of uniform on?
They do seem to be wearing a similar uniform to each other.
Does this man have the same uniform?
No, this man is very well dressed, almost nobility.
Okay. Human, or?
He appears to be human, yes.
Well, I suppose we can just wait for the parade to move on.
Oh, that's damn boring. Sheev stares at the sky wishing he could fly.
Nothing happens.
That's a 3rd level spell.
One.
And I'm pretty sure it would be against the law to cast that kind of spell on yourself in the city without the correct permits.
Sheev begins singing. Someday. It's the worst singing you've ever heard.
Can I hit him in the back of the head?
No.
Damn it, no sneak attack.
About 5 minutes goes by and the parade trickles off. And you guys are able to continue on your way.
Okay, so we continue on, hopefully. Well, if just give me a second. I'm just gonna do this for me. I suppose this... What would you... I mean, I guess maybe, I'm gonna do this and this. Oh, they were both the same. Would I... Because I've most likely figured something out. I just want to know if Sketch would have as well. And I don't want to, work too much on meta knowledge.
Technically, the only one who saw him was Keleth. Nobody else was really looking at him.
I mean the just the fact that I've seen the automatons.
Oh, okay.
And so, the automatons, are parading through the city, and on a similar, the day after, an explosion happens outside our house, and we hear that Metal Man seemed to have possibly taken what was going to be given to us. I'm just wondering if,
you will put 2 and 2 together.
Okay, good. So, yes. Sketch is suspicious. Sketch will move on.
Should Sheev make an intelligence check about that one?
Sure.
Hella.
Yeah. There is definitely some kind of weird correlation between what you were told this morning and maybe this parade. Or something similar to what's in the parade.
Mm-hmm. Well, let's head to Rayven's home.
Yeah.
Rayven, my dear, did you telephone your brother?
Telephone.
No, of course. It's best to surprise him. It's fine.
Well, let's hope he's there. And she walks in the front having no idea where he...
Yeah, we'll just kind of like walk in.
Okay. As you enter, the doors are open, and behind is an elderly gentleman whom you know to be the caretaker for the grounds. He goes, Mistress Rayven, it's good to see you home again. What brings you?
And I'll just go, Heimdall, it's good to see you as well. Is my brother about?
I'm sorry, miss. No. The only ones home are your mother and your sister, whom I have pinned here. Raza. Railza? However you want to pronounce that.
Either way's fine.
Raza.
And she'll say, dang it, I should have telegrammed ahead. Do you have any indication of when he'll be back by chance?
No, miss. We haven't seen him since last night. Probably the death of your father has him distraught.
Of course. And she'll say, well, I guess I should go and check in with my sister then. And she'll head that way.
Okay.
Which way is that?
She would be on the upper floor, which I have not installed yet. You're killing me here, Smalls. I got distracted.
Oh, walking in, do we see the dragon statue?
Yes, you would see the dragon statue there.
Sheev wants to investigate it.
Okay, what do you want to investigate about it?
Whether or not it moves to reveal a hidden vault. Duh.
Okay.
Does it have a mysterious slot in its chest that seems to be perfectly stone-shaped?
Can I push it?
With the 9 investigation, Rayven, is it a fake statue or can we move for stuff?
If it moves, it just goes to a cellar that's empty.
I like hidden cellars.
So there is something.
That's where Skyrim quests happen.
But here's the question. Are you strong enough to move it?
I have levitate.
We could all try to do it.
Does levitate have a weight limit?
500 pounds, but seeing as how it's movable, say it's less than...
Mother will have a fit if you break the statue. There's really nothing there.
It's alright, my dear. Don't worry about it.
We can mend it.
It's a quaint little home anyway.
She just called your house little.
I know, right?
The statue does not move.
Sheev's gonna hit his head on it. I'm kidding.
Oh, man.
Enter angry nobleman lady.
Yeah.
Would you mind just
go ahead,
staying on track and so we can do what we came here to do?
Yeah. So you make your way upstairs to your sister's room. Where
I thought we were going to talk to her brother.
Brother's not home.
Oh, god damn it.
Yeah, I should have telegraphed.
Sorry, I missed that.
So you make your way to your sister's room, and she's sitting at her desk and says, Rayven, so nice of you to pop in. How are you today?
Not well. Well, not terrible, but I was looking for brother, and it appears I've missed him.
Yeah, he hasn't been home since the last night.
Just want to let you know, Sketch is in investigation mode, so Sketch is listening to everything that she's saying and trying to determine lies.
Okay. All right.
Sheev is in bard mode.
Just roll me a straight insight check. Sheev, keep it in your pants.
Roll a keep it in your pants check.
Yeah.
Okay.
God damn it!
Keep it in your pants check. Well, let's
Why
do
why
religion.
this
That's
roll
a
of
D20 strength contest versus your pants.
Oh, fantastic.
Oh man. Okay. It
So
stays in your pants.
Fantastic.
And I'm not sure if any I'm not sure if it would counter natural ones. I doubt it. But for any lies, it's considered a 8 plus. Is it 6 or is it 8? I think it's plus 6. Yeah, plus 6, so 14. But it was a natural 1 on the check, so
Right.
I do have a passive insight of 16. Actually, shouldn't I have just used that instead of like rolling?
Because you said you were in insight mode, so.
Oh, okay, yeah. Sketch was like actively listening.
Yeah. So, she says, and Mother's been acting strange since Father passed.
Stranger than normal.
Her and brother had an argument the other day, and brother seems to think that we'd be better off consolidating with another house. I didn't hear which one, but you know, Mother, she's always been the authority figure, even when Dad was still around.
Yes, I don't. I imagine she didn't react well to having, at the suggestion of sharing that authority.
Of course not. I know that. I need more windows open. I know that Rifa went to talk with the Castellanters to see if they would be able to help in making sure brother doesn't do anything stupid. But who knows?
And at that, I immediately perk up, having remembered Father mentioned that he and brother had also had an argument about us marrying into the Castellanters.
Yes, well, you know, brother, he doesn't want to do anything he doesn't want to do. So, he's very stubborn.
I just find it odd that the name keeps popping up everywhere all of a sudden.
Well, they are one of the stronger nobilities in the city, so a marriage would be, optimal. But from what I've heard, no one's seen the older daughter for years, so I don't know how they could even try and marry brother off to them.
Would I have heard anything about the Castellanters? Like,
oh yeah, like they are.
I know that they're like rich, noble family, but any like, I don't know, dark secrets or rumors?
Nothing that you've heard. They tend to usually keep to themselves. They do have 2 younger children, and they have an older daughter.
Okay, but as I just heard, no one's seen the older daughter.
No one's seen the older daughter for quite some time.
She's locked in an outhouse.
They have her locked up in the attic or something. She decided that she didn't want to. She decided that she didn't want to marry your brother's name, and they decided, you know what, we're just going to lock you up here until you decide to do it.
She says there are other houses, but brother doesn't want anything to do with the Castellanters, and I'm not sure why.
Interesting.
Oh, so I'm misunderstanding this. I thought that it was the brother wanted to marry into the Castellanters, but it's that he doesn't, but the father did.
Yes.
That's what I thought too at first. That's cool. So he wants to join an unknown house.
He wants to join,
or rather, just a house that isn't the Castellantas.
Correct.
Okay, a house that we don't. Okay. Well, let's see. The brother's not here. The sister's at the Castellanters.
Where is it that your brother works, if I may ask? If he does work anywhere.
You know that he doesn't have to work because you guys are well off enough where the family business is just booming.
Does he have anywhere that he frequents? Any bars? Any any family friends that he likes to hang out with? Any particular people?
You already know the answer to that one.
Yeah, I was like, well, he has a few friends that frequent a bar in the dock ward. And she'll kind of gesture for everyone to leave her sister's room as she says goodbye to her sister.
Farewell, sister. I'll see you tomorrow, correct?
Of course.
Okay. It'll be nice to have the family together.
Sheev's is gonna show respect for Rayven's sister and not schmooze her.
Rayven appreciates this.
I think that's more show respect for Millie and Lef.
It ain't official. And Lef is just going to be a friend.
Oh, Lef got friend zoned.
He says, looking directly at the note that says seduce Lef.
What? I was looking at the note that said.
So I got a question for you, Rayven.
Yes.
You mind if I borrow a set of your clothes?
What?
An odd request, but of course, why not?
I got something that I might want to do, depending on if I'm able to. Do you mind if we have a chat later?
Of course. And she'll look around. She'll go, actually, do you mind if we step into my room for a second? There's something I should tell you. I'd rather not do it with so many ears about.
Just private, you and me?
No, all of you can join for this conversation. It's probably concerning all of us.
I'm okay with that. Let's go.
And whichever room is hers, she'll step in. She'll grab a cloak from the dresser and hand it to Sheev. Before going.
You mean Sketch?
Yes, Sketch. I do. She'll hand it to Sketch. She goes. There is one other thing you should know about my brother. I heard a while ago that he may be involved.
Sorry, we can't really hear you.
Yeah, you went super quiet.
Did I? Hold on. Let me.
Yeah, are you moving around a lot?
I was. Yes. Sorry. So she'll say that she had a rumor that her brother may have been involved with was it the Xanathar's Guild or
Xanathar's Guild?
It was Xanathar.
Oh, jeez.
Well, that's not good. It's not good at all.
No, it's not. Honestly, though, if we don't find him today, he will definitely be here tomorrow. It would be very unlike him to miss it.
Well, I suppose if we're here, I might as well tell you my plan. The reason that wanted to borrow a set of your clothes, Rayven, is I'm pretty sure you noticed that the parade that came around earlier had a bunch of walking machines. If the Stone of Galore was stolen by a metal man, as they put it, I wouldn't be surprised if it was them. My plan at the moment is to disguise myself as you, learn a bit more about you so I can accurately play the part of you, and maybe investigate the parade owner and see if they'd be willing to do a bit of a personal thing, a bit of a personal, maybe like if they do parties, since well, I could always play it as your birthday is coming up, and you want some of the best parades in town, and if they're going to be around for a little bit longer, they'd be willing to get their name around for a noble. Plus, if it is true that they aren't exactly above water and they are indeed thieves, I think that they would like to do a party for a noble family.
Of course, I have no problem with that. It makes a fair bit of sense. You should probably know that my family also works in caravans and shipping. Perhaps that may help as well.
Mind if I get your full name? I think I have it. I think I remember. It was, no, I only got your father's first name.
Of course, it is Rayven Ilvastar, and I'll put it in the chat.
I had that one. Also, Sketch, did you happen to catch whenever I name dropped earlier?
Sorry?
So did you happen to catch whenever I dropped my last name earlier?
I heard it. I unfortunately didn't write it down because it went too quickly, and I was like, I might write it down, but I forgot to.
Damn right. Shall remain a mystery.
Every time you give your last name, it'll be a new one.
What? No.
So, yeah, thanks for agreeing with it. I certainly appreciate you agreeing to that idea and me passing myself off as you. While I think that it might not be a bad idea to send you in there, I hope you don't mind me saying, but I think I might be better suited to get you a bit more, to get them a bit more talkative.
Of course, I will be the first to admit I am more comfortable with books than people.
Who in their right mind isn't?
Well, since we got that all sorted out, do we want to possibly try and find your brother, or do we want to investigate that parade?
Well, we know for a fact where my brother will be tomorrow, so we could go and check out the parade.
I agree.
Sounds like a plan.
Okay. If that's the case, we might want to head back home and leave you inside, because we don't want two of you walking around.
That is true.
Plus, it gives me time to accurately learn to accurately learn how to be you.
Okay. So you guys make your way back to the city of Waterdeep.
And try to go back to Trollskull Alley. And Sketch will spend some time with Rayven, learning more about the family, more about her study mannerisms. Basically, activate actor.
Yep. All right. So during your travel there, it's easy enough to start to really get a bead on Rayven and how she acts, her voice, her mannerisms.
And so when I shape change into her and dress as her, the only thing that I will be missing are the spells.
I'll also give you my signet ring.
Oh, thank you. No, not body snatched. I'm not a doppelganger.
Okay, so you are Raven staying at Trollskull Alley, Trollskull Manor, while Sketch, where are you going?
I suppose I'm now as Rayven. I will. Oh, geez, should I have the question? Does a familiar have a set range that they can only be within?
No, they can only be bonded with for 100 feet.
Okay, so it's the specifically when you want to like telepathically bond with them, or like if you're more than 100 feet, they just poof.
It's when you are telepathically bonded with them. They could be however far away.
Okay. The owl won't be important. Having the signet ring and all that will probably be enough. Sketch will just go around in the... Where was it that the parade was mostly around? Was it near the...
The parade was headed down the high road when you guys saw it.
Okay. Sketch might head to... It's the castle ward that's like the noble places, isn't it?
The castle ward does have some nobility, but so does the sea ward as well. The sea ward also has some nobility.
Okay. Sketch will more just go around the city at the moment. Trying to... mostly around, like, places of the parade... So, like, near the high road, and ask any of the, I guess, ask any of the merchant tellers if they have, if they know where the... where you might be able to find the owner of the parade.
Also, as a side note, Raven's house was in the sea ward.
Okay, so Raven's house was in the sea ward.
Yes. And you guys traveled. That's the route that the parade took, headed south.
Okay. So yeah, Sketch will head down the high road, and ask where one might inquire about the possibly getting the parade, like performers, hired.
Make an investigation check.
Investigation. Great, a -1. Great, a total 1.
So
if only I was actually
about
Rayven.
11 in the morning when you head back to Trollskull Manor to drop off Rayven and head out. And it's about 4 o'clock before you finally get a lead that there are 3 ships docked in the Great Harbor, of which belong to those that run the parades.
Okay. Sketch will head over to the Great Harbor. Okay. Sketch will probably hire one of the taxis to go there to save on a bit of time.
Okay.
How much will that cost?
It'll cost you 2 silver.
2 silver, got it. Okay. I go to. Is it easy to tell which of them belong to the which of them belong to the parade?
As you make your way to the dock ward, you kind of look at the boats that are docked. 2 of the boats look to be packing up like party floats and parade floats and things like that.
Okay. I would like to approach one of them and just say, sorry, do you mind if I just get a quick example of Raven's voice?
Raven?
Yeah, of course. This is pretty much it.
Yeah, I'm trying to... So, hi there, I'm sorry to ask such a demanding question, but I was just wondering if I could possibly inquire about hiring part of your parade services for possibly a party?
Make a persuasion check.
Wouldn't this be deception?
You know what? That's fair. That is deception.
You made a mistake, by the way. I have advantage on this. So I have advantage on all deception checks now. So that was a 20.
Person looks at you and says, "Yeah, 1 second." And everyone that you see on the ship, kind of packing everything away, they are all human.
Okay.
The person goes down under deck, and a couple minutes later, someone comes up and says, "Hey, I'm the captain of this here ship. Where's my notes? Because I never freaking have them on me. Because I grabbed the wrong one, that's why."
No worries, man.
Yeah.
He's gone.
Yeah. He says, yeah, you want to go to the ship that we have docked out. He points at a ship that's kind of in the middle of the in the harbor. He says that's where you need to be going if you want to speak to about hiring our services.
Well, thank you very much for your time. I greatly enjoyed the bit of the parade that I was able to see. I hope that next time you come around, I'll be able to see the parade in full.
Oh, we can take you out there if you want.
Oh, I'm not really one to put myself out there. I more prefer to sit back and watch all the wonders as opposed to be one of them.
No. I mean, I will give you a ride in the skiff to take you to talk to our boss.
Oh, my apologies. I misunderstood what you meant. If you would like, if you don't mind, then I would love that. Thank you very much. I also do have all of my rogue equipment on me.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing that... Oh, damn it. I mean, wizards can have leather armor, wouldn't they? I can probably hide the leather armor underneath the robes.
I would say you could hide it underneath the robes. They just think you're a little heavy set, that's all.
Yeah.
So it says, all right, we'll take you out to the eye catcher.
Oh, well, that's a wonderful name. And, it's certainly appropriate.
It is, and it is a massive ship. Compared to the other 2 ships, it is. You could tell that it is the main ship of the small fleet. So you're brought over to the eye catcher. and you are brought downstairs into a very large, ornate dining area. And it says, the boss will be with you shortly. Please sit down, have a drink, have something to eat.
Of course, thank you. Do you mind if I make a couple drawings? I'm a bit of a aspiring artist on top of some other hobbies.
Knock yourself out.
And so I will use the... I don't know, I'll just start some drawing. I don't have access to expertise with this, though, because I don't have... because I'm not Sketch.
Right.
So, So any checks that I make with the painter supplies in the future, when I'm not a Sketch, just subtract 2.
Okay. Well,
because I'm still proficient with it.
Oh, you guys aren't 5 yet. Never mind.
No, we're not level 5 yet.
I'm running so many campaigns, it's hard to keep track of everybody.
Actually, does the... Let me just... Anyway, just continue on. I'm just going to double check something.
Okay.
Just want to know if I only get expertise with this, or do I also lose the proficiency now? So, just give me a moment to look that up.
So, sitting in this very beautiful dining cabinet, there are 6 sailors in here eating, and a few the for lack of a better word, carnies, and approaching you with a pitcher of wine is an automaton, and he comes over, pours you a drink, and turns around and walks away.
I just give the automaton a respectful nod.
No response.
Still good to show respect.
Yep. About 5 minutes goes by when you see this. The hat comes in before anything else. It's a very ostentatious hat, and it just draws your attention up top. You do see a fairly tall human walking through, very regal attire, wearing, says, "Aha, welcome, I'm Zardoz Zord. Welcome to my ship, the Eyecatcher."
That was Zanazord?
Zardoz Zord.
Z-A-R... You are spelling it. Zardoz. Hang on, I just found the page. It's Divergent Persona. Okay, so I do gain proficiency with one tool of my choice. That is fixed, but it's only when I use the persona that I have expertise. So I still have proficiency with it. So it is just a -2 at the moment.
Okay.
Well, it's wonderful to meet you, Zardoz. Are you the what's the correct word here? I believe it's the
proprietor.
Caretaker. Proprietor, that's the one.
I am the proprietor.
I'm delightfully sorry.
All that you see, the 3 ships, the parade, everything it is mine, and I hear you have a business proposition for me.
Yes, my name is Rayven Ilvestar. I'm not used to saying it, but as Sketch I would be.
Yes.
Ilvestar, and I'm just curious about possibly hiring a portion of your parade services for a birthday party that I have coming up.
Oh, well, of course, we can definitely arrange that as long as it's within agreeable time frame. We do need to leave soon. I am sorry to hear about your father, miss.
Well, it was a surprise to everyone. Unfortunately, nothing can be helped, and the mortal wheel spins for everyone. Eventually, it'll come for me and even you.
This is true. Maybe me sooner than you, as I have a little bit more years than you do.
Can I make an insight check on something?
What would you like to
sorry, just passively, would you consider, like, during this conversation, my passive wisdom, my passive insight to be, like, going, or would you like me to ask for certain things?
Ask for certain things.
Okay. Nothing really seems all that bad at the moment. Yeah, you just say he looks a bit older, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
He definitely looks older than Rayven does.
Yeah, I've gotten myself into a recent habit of going on some pretty risky adventures, so hopefully what you say is right.
To be young again, I used to have some adventures.
What kind of adventures, if I may ask? You seem like a man who's definitely seen the world, and I'm all one for, learning about all the adventures that people have gone on. I certainly wouldn't mind maybe learning a bit about you if we're going to be, I suppose, temporary business partners?
I'm sorry, my darling. I never mix business with pleasure except for with the drink to seal the deal.
Oh, that's understandable. Hang up proprietor of parade. Well, I certainly hope you. I certainly hope that your parade is good in small segments as it is in full. I certainly hope you don't mind, but recently, as I'm sure you may have heard, there was a dreadful explosion near the in the North Ward, and there were some rumors going around that people have seen an automaton possibly fleeing the scene. I honestly don't expect that the automatons that you have here um to be responsible in any way, but is it I hope you don't mind, but I don't think that my family would be all that fond of the automatons being around. Is that too much to ask for them not to be included?
No, of course it's not too much, but just so you know, when they're not marching the parade, they stay on my ship and they're perfectly harmless. As you can see, he fills your wine, and he comes over. The nimble right comes over and fills your wine yet again.
Can I insight check that?
Yes.
That they are harmless. 24.
Yeah, he does not seem to be lying to you.
Okay, either his deception is that high, or he's actually telling the truth. And would that also tie in with the sentence that came before, like, they stay on the ship?
Yes, that ties in with that.
Okay. So the automatons do stay on the ship, and they do have... okay.
And he says, I have 4 in total. I have 2 on this ship and 1 on each of the other 2 ships.
Well, that's a bit less than I was expecting, to be honest. I guess I must have misunderstood what some of the parade was for. I certainly apologize. My head hasn't been in all the right places lately. The group that I've been with have had some pretty life-risking adventures.
No. You saw many automatons. However, it is merely an illusion. It just, costs a lot of money to have that many.
Oh. Well, now it feels like I've been scammed.
Did you
certainly
pay for the parade?
You do have a point there. I just let out a little bit of a chuckle. Trying to create a pleasant conversation with him. What would the rates be for I don't expect we would need the full parade here. What would you expect maybe an afternoon's worth of pleasant, maybe dancing and a few, and maybe a couple of your illusionists. What would you say rates for them are?
Oh, for something like that, it's roughly about 1,000 gold pieces, and
1,000
that'll
gold
get
pieces.
that'll get you up to 6 hours of our time.
Inside, Sketch dies, but nobility have that money. Nobility throw that money away at anything. How long will you be in harbor for?
Only about another 2 weeks or so.
2 weeks. Okay, my birthday is next week, so hopefully I can manage to get the family to agree to something like that. 1,000 gold, like it may not be much, but it's still 1,000 gold.
My dear, I understand. Your father just passed. You have other expenses to worry about.
Yes, I certainly do apologize.
That is my discount price as well, just so you know. As a way of showing my condolences.
Oh, well, you wouldn't need to do that, but it's certainly appreciated. If you don't mind, I think I might be happy to take my leave now. I finish off the wine. I've been idly sipping it here, and I just finish it off. If you maybe give me a couple days to think it over, I should be able to come back and finish things off. It was Mr.
Zardoz Zord.
Can I insight check that?
Yes.
Actually, insight. All the wrong checks. 22. Haha!
Something happened.
He seems to be telling you the truth.
God damn, he must have rolled high.
I mean, it's only a plus 14.
Jesus!
With advantage. If he didn't have the advantage, you would have gotten him.
19 God damn you!
19 and a 28.
Ooh! God damn you, Jarlaxle!
He escorts you to the deck where the other ship captain is waiting, and he takes you back to the other boat where you can hop off onto the dock.
I've read some of the Driss novels. I recognize the hats. If the only thing that you mentioned is the hat, it's Jarlaxle.
It's the most obvious thing about him is the hat.
Yes. If only Driss was as famous / infamous in the Forgotten Realms as he is in the real world. Everyone would know about Jarlaxle. No one would trust Jarlaxle. No one would trust the hats.
This is true.
And he has to disguise himself as a human, because of course he does.
Both the ships are nothing but humans, and the couple Nimborites.
Well, I thankfully take my leave, and unfortunately there was nothing gained from that. Seems that Mr. Jarlaxle is indeed telling the truth about... Well, it appears that he may be telling the truth about the automatons. There are only 4, though. And he has some skilled illusionists.
As you go to make your leave, the other captain says to you, "Miss, if you ever get up there to the Temple of Gond, they're the ones who pay us to have these the parade once a year on the Day of Wonders. They have a whole bunch of nifty little inventions you might like if you like our automatons, because as you had the talking about the automatons in the with Jarlaxle.
It was the Temple of Gond, right? I might be able to pass by there.
Yep. They got some nifty inventions up in there.
Where it is. Where is it?
I'm looking that up as well.
Helm's Hall.
It's not one of the ones that are showing yet.
Ah.
I have to actually find it first. Might not even have a spot for it because this game hates me.
House of Inspired Hands. Tower of Luck. Temple of Beauty.
Yeah, I don't see it on the map. Of course not. Hold on, let me get you specific here. So I always have the book handy as well. I know where everything is in the damn book. Okay, House of Inspired Hands is the Temple of God.
Okay.
It's WaterDeep's Temple of God, yep.
Okay. Okay. Well, I might be able to go there soon enough. I might have time before I head home. And, thank you for coming by every year and giving us such a wonderful spectacle.
Oh, we'll see you in another year's time, don't you worry. We love coming to WaterDeep.
And we love having you. And I will take my leave.
He tips his hat at you.
After I'm a decent bit away, the facial expressions drop, and then once we get even further away, the walking and stuff will stay the same, all the gestures. So it'll just be until I get back into Troll Skull Alley and close the door that I'll say, well, that was kind of a waste of time.
What did you find out?
A whole stinking pile of nothing.
Nothing at all?
Yeah, let me go get changed. And Sketch will head up into their room, change back, make sure that all the windows and shit are entirely covered as much as possible. Try and get, like, at least some section to be completely unseen before changing back, and then come back down as Sketch, wearing Sketch's clothes, and just hops back up sits up on the table. Yeah, unfortunately, there wasn't exactly a whole lot I could tell there. Either, that parade is a legitimate parade and has nothing to do with anything, or the person running it is, more deceptive than I am at seeing things. Almost like he's got a plus 14 on his deception check or something.
I only had to roll deception once, just saying.
I know. And it was only when it had to do with his name. Because he is not Zardoz. He is fucking Jarlaxle. So yeah, unfortunately either that's a dead end or I'm way out of my league.
It could be both.
We do still got... Sketch just glares at him. Yeah, well, at least I didn't get shot. Either way.
That is true.
Poor Balthazar.
Poor Balthazar. I feel bad for Balthazar. He got shot just because Sketch wanted to... Just because Sketch didn't... Sketch wanted it to be authentic.
Has to be real.
It has to be... You have to get shot for real. Yeah, well, at least we got tomorrow's lunch and we are able to come, right, Rayven? Or is it strictly a you thing?
No, I was told that I could invite people.
Well, it ain't exactly the most ideal of circumstances, since we kind of would prefer to see your brother on our terms instead of just at random chance where he's. We might be able to get him off guard. And you did say that he might be involved with the Xanathar's Guild.
That's what I've heard rumor of, anyway.
You mind if I get his name?
Oh gosh, crap.
Reile.
Oh, wait, not that line.
I think it's pronounced Ryle, but I don't know.
Reile. Okay. Rael, or whatever it is. Rail. Well, if too short notice to get some info from Alma, I might be able to get some stuff. Might be able to get something, but probably not much. It's too short notice. And I already owe her too much. We should, you know what? I should do this I should not rely on her. I should work on whatever I can. Can you tell me all you can about your brother when you get a chance? Hopefully, I can have better luck with him than I did the parade people.
Of course.
Have you seen any tattoos on him?
No, not that I've noticed anyway.
How often do you see him?
Every few days, perhaps. He tends to disappear a lot recently.
And Rayven,
Was there ever
you would not have seen any tattoos, especially not that of the Xanathar symbol.
Well, how often do siblings see each other naked?
Usually, from all the ones that you've seen, Xanathar symbol is very predominant.
Yeah, but only for the ones that, want to show it. For all we know, like, there might be a Zentarum Zent situation. There might be, like, the bold, brazen face of the Xanathar's Guild, and then there's, like, the sneaky ones. So... Would it be weird if I try and get with your brother for a bit?
She will pause at that, but then she'll go, I guess not. It's really up to you.
Look, it ain't exactly something that I'm interested in, but if it gets if I can get closer to him. How good are you with makeup?
As well as any other noble, I'd say.
I might need some help with that. Now I'm just trying to go on, like, full social mode of trying to, like, try and get him to slip on something, trying to like get with him. But if he's trying to get into another noble's house, he probably has someone in mind already. Yeah, it's worth a shot. If not, I can still look pretty. I can still look pretty at a noble event. Although it's probably a morning event. Is it just lunch, or is it like a we shall hereby mourn our father deal?
It is kind of a lunch type celebration thing, and the funeral and services are the following day.
Okay. So celebration of life. Tomorrow is mourning for the loss of it. I might be able to see what I can do. I kind of want to. I want to prove that I can actually do something. I want to prove that I can get something out of someone, give us some kind of lead without having to rely on Alma. Well, we'll see what we can do. Hopefully, your brother's got a thing for pink.
I wouldn't know. I just want to know which one of us has to roll for this makeup check.
Yeah.
I will let you roll it with advantage, Rayven. And it will be either dexterity, deception, or let me see here. Hold on. It's not a disguise kit. Yeah, so I will say either.
I mean, if you have proficiency in a disguise kit, I would assume disguise kit has some makeup in it, so I assume that might help. But
I would say deception. Deception or dexterity?
So like sleight of hand or just plain dex?
You can do sleight of hand if you want to.
We might actually have a chance here. Let's try it.
Hey, I mean, my deception is +7 and my sleight of hand is +6.
You have advantage, so okay. 13, okay.
13.
You feel like you do a fairly decent job at it.
Can I possibly, like, see any of the, like, see the makeup and, like, maybe subtly try and change my face to make it look a bit better? Like, not, like, in any major way, but in ways that, like, you know, if the eyeshadow is a bit uneven, I possibly, like...
To complement the makeup.
Yeah, try and, like, subtly change the shape, like... Some tieflings may have, like, an uneven, kind of like an uneven skin tone, I think. Maybe if I, like, subtly change it so, like, my eyelid color or something, like, the fade in there kind of works a bit better.
Just make a straight intelligence check for me.
Okay, straight intelligence. To see if I can maintain, like, the... Oh, geez, there's a -1. 12.
12, okay. You feel like you help offset what you think may not be as good as it could be or should be.
Okay.
So, but all in all, a very decent job.
Teeny tiny buff.
Is this practice for the next day?
Yes.
Yeah, I would assume so. Like, just try and get something. Just try and get something out there so that we know what we can and can't do.
Okay.
And I suppose, like, while we have a bit of downtime, I might, like, try and do some possible, like, idea sketches. So, like, you know, maybe look a bit like this, maybe a bit like that. what does your brother like? Like, has he ever brought home any girls that looked a particular way? Did he have any preference for anything?
You want me to answer that, Rayven?
Yeah.
All right. Your brother is a notorious playboy.
Oh, okay. This might be a bit easier than I thought, depending on if he likes non-noble.
He's a notorious playboy. Had a few close shaves before, but nothing that has ever been proven. He seems to go for brunettes, but doesn't mind the occasional blonde or redhead.
I wonder how he likes silver.
It is weird though, because over the past probably 2 weeks, you haven't noticed him bringing anyone home. And he usually doesn't bring noble girls home. Noble girls are usually too smart for that.
Interesting.
Okay, this plan might go better than I thought. Only question is, would he have any pink fuzzy handcuffs?
Not that either you know.
She wouldn't know.
Hopefully.
Yeah, I can put that to my advantage. Just get him in the bedroom, like, have a little bit of messing around, and then all of a sudden click. And then just like, okay, you're gonna talk, pretty boy. Okay, so we did some practice for the next day. Do we want to try and make okay, is there anything else we want to do today?
What time is it now?
You're looking at probably 5 in the afternoon.
Maybe around about 6ish, because I had to walk from the seawall. So it's nearly dinner time.
Kelth Balthazar, if you don't want to do anything.
Has he ever brought home tieflings?
Primarily humans is what you find in Waterdeep. There is a mix of races, don't get me wrong. But the overall majority race is humans. He has brought home the odd exotic person though.
Okay.
All right. If no one else wants to do anything, you guys get ready to head to bed for the night. You guys will complete your long rest, and that's where we're going to stop tonight.
Yep, that's fair.
It's a perfect spot, really.
And no level up, unfortunately.
Nope.
Nope.
You'll get there.
We'll get there eventually.
Yep. I just want to thank everybody for watching. Thank you for a wonderful Monday session. I love these sessions. And see you guys next week.
Thanks, guys.
See you guys.